So, with the release of the Battlefront trailer, everybody started going nuts on Twitter. A lot of people were talking about competition with Call of Duty, and I'm pretty much here to kind of squash that. I mean, it's already been squashed mostly by other Star Wars vets on Twitter and on YouTube and whatnot, but the thing is, they're not the same game. They're not even competition. Like I said in my previous Call of Duty video, there's no competing. I mean, Call of Duty doesn't have to worry about Star Wars. Star Wars doesn't have to worry about Call of Duty. They have different fan bases, and neither game really affects the other, regardless of people buying either one or both. It doesn't really affect it because they're completely different demographics. All right, the people that are going to play Battlefront aren't playing to be MLG pros. The game isn't mechanically crazy like that. It's meant to be a game that you can hop in, large scale 20v20 combat with, different vehicles and weapons and classes, and that's what it is. It's just supposed to be a crazy fun game. Call of Duty used to be a lot more arcadey and a lot more just hop in and have fun, but it changed over the years to become more and more competitive. And I hate to say that because, in all honesty, Call of Duty, no matter how competitive you make it, it's still not up to par with games that are designed mechanically for competitive play. I mean, it's still arcadey in that aspect. But regardless of which, like I said, they're not competing with each other. That's not how it works. The thing is, looking back at this game, COD 4, there was a mod on the PC a long time ago called Galactic Warfare. It's a Star Wars mod. And basically, it's Call of Duty 4 reskinned to look like Star Wars. The weapons are different types of blasters. The kill streaks are like TIE fighters, Y-Bomber, or whatever like that. And, so on and so forth. And the maps are reskinned to look like, Tatooine or Mos Eisley or, whatever different type of locales from Star Wars. And it looked really cool. In all honesty, it was perfect. And people loved that mod. It was a little complicated to play, for a PC mod. But, I mean, that's how a lot of mods were back in the day. They're kind of annoying to have to install and do all that stuff. But the idea behind it was that a first-person shooter like Call of Duty, arcadey and fun, skinned with Star Wars could be amazing, right? Granted, that's not Battlefront, but that idea, I mean, somebody at Activision had to have seen it. They had to have seen it, they had to have noticed how much fun people were having, and I'm pretty positive they at least tried to acquire some kind of rights to be able to produce that kind of a game. I mean, come on, there's no way in hell they saw how much fun people were having on an old COD 4 mod with Star Wars. I mean, come on. It's that simple. Somebody just took the time, reskinned COD 4, and it blew up. It was huge. Now, granted, it died down now. I don't even know if the mod is still up anymore or if people are still playing it. I mean, people have moved on in the PC community from a lot of the older games and older mods, but just that idea alone has to tell you that somebody probably over at Activision thought about the idea. But I mean, I'd have to say this is speculation on my part, all right? Purely speculation, but at the time, in the past, LucasArts was still producing games. This is before they sold the rights over, before George Lucas sold the rights over and all that stuff. They were producing games, and there was a first-person shooter in the works from them. So I'm guessing that at the time, nobody else, no outside parties like Activision, or even at the time EA or anyone else, thought they could get the rights and actually produce a Star Wars first-person shooter because LucasArts was already working on one. Now, look, I'll be the first to say if they came out with a Call of Duty-style first-person shooter, maybe even a slightly... I mean, I don't know. I don't like the esports direction for a game like Star Wars. So that's why I think Battlefront's going to be perfect how it is. But if they did come out with if somebody came out with another more competitive-based first-person Star Wars shooter type of game, I would give it a chance. I would do that. But like I said at the start of this video, there's no competition between Call of Duty and Battlefront at all. Most people are figuring that out, but for those that don't know, there's no competition. It's not, and look at that two-piece right there. It's not a COD killer. That title goes specifically to Call of Duty itself because Call of Duty is what kills Call of Duty. There's no better way to put it. I mean, poor creation, poor development, and a recycled engine. Call of Duty is killing itself. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those are my thoughts. No competition between Battlefront and Call of Duty. It's been your boy, The Black Love. Hope you enjoyed this commentary. Those are my thoughts, and I'm out. Peace. By the way, give this video a like if you like it, and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, now I'm out. Peace.